lighting eventually. Fucking son of a bitch, I don't care about it. Look at the pimples on my nose. Why do I care? I'd have fucking makeup. Try and deal somewhat with reality. I know that's a problem for some of you, or most of you, and many people who I know, or don't know. Most of the people that I don't know. But I wanted to like catch my reaction to this fucking stupid website that I found. Just because. Because of the fucked up things they does. Again, if you haven't seen any of the previous videos that like have a total of like 6 views or something like that, it's really intensive. I'm sick and tired of these bullshitters who like fucking just come on the stage and go like, oh yeah, I really know what it's like to become an author, and they've never written anything in their entire lives. Fuck, do I snooze when I hear this bullshit? Or the other fucking idiot who I made fun of for, oh, I've written 40 books over the last 5 seconds, and I'm sure they're fucking just worthy of a Pulitzer. Pulitzer. Alright, so we have this amazing simple steps to writing your first novel. I mean, alright, I will agree with the title. It's amazingly simple to write a novel. Oh, and fuck, it's amazingly simple to write a shitty one. I've been a development editor for 30 years. In the first 8 years, I read 3,000 books, and I know that because I worked for a literary agency, and that was my fucking job. I mean, well, it was actually even a part-time job, but that's what I did. I read for them. I critiqued the books for them and for the authors, and sometimes I worked directly with the authors as a development editor. And that was fucking starting 30 years ago, before most of these little fucking pricks who, write these amazingly simple steps to fucking making your first published novel were even born. For some of them, the 25-year-old ones, there weren't even a glimmer in their parents' eye, and their parents may not have been married. Which is not a sin. I'm sort of flexible when it comes to morals. Anyway, I want to get to these 15 fucking simply amazing steps because some of them have some truth and some of them have none. But they like to make shit up because that's how you have a step of 15. This, by the way, is so that I don't fuck myself up with carpal tunnel. It's just a reminder. That's from people who sit at their computers all day and actually work instead of fucking, whatever these other fucking writers are that sit around and go, well, I think about writing a book sometimes and then I don't. I wrote a book yesterday. Yeah, 2 days. 2 days. What they call a book now because it's fucking only takes 20,000 words. Who the fuck can't do that? You can't. That's alright. I shouldn't, but I do because it pays money. I've written much better books. Well, no, that's a lie. The books I write are pretty good, even the ones that I write in short term. Because I won't take on short term projects unless I fucking have an idea of like what the hell I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it and how I'm going to do it fast. So 10,000 words a day is possible. You have to wake up early and you got to do it all day long, but fuck. Anyway, here are the amazingly simple steps to you becoming an amazingly published fucking author and becoming just like J.K. Rowling's or something like that, so that you have, you can buy your own castle. These people are such idiots. Find your big idea. No. If you're gonna find your big idea, you sit around, you wait fucking forever, and some of you who are especially the idiotic type don't ever have a fucking idea that's worth fucking writing about. I know that because I've read a lot of books, like probably about 6,000, maybe 8. I don't know. But the idea that you think that you're going to have this fucking wonderful moment where you go, ooh, I feel inspired, and then you're going to turn into J.K. Rowling? No. No, that's not going to happen. That's not even what happened to her. I actually want to critique one of her interviews because it was really good. She actually just said, fuck, I used to go there writing, and one day I did get this idea, which is fine. That's fine. Like if she's practicing, she's trying, she's doing something, and then she suddenly got an idea that actually turned into something. Well, fuck, I can't blame her for that. But I mean, what I would be able to blame you for is like waiting for your fucking big idea. Because if you're not writing the entire time, you're fucking not even trying. You won't get that big idea. You'll sit on your fucking, your ass in front of the chair and just like look at things and, watch stupid videos like this one and figure out, oh God, I don't have anything to write about. Yeah, it's because you're a pinhead and you don't have any fucking anything in your head. Oh God, I'm already 6 minutes into this and I only got to one big idea. Research your genre. If you have to research a genre, you shouldn't be writing in it. I like at one point I did research my own genre. I was sort of not famous but well known for writing Photoshop books, and I was pretty well published. And the way that I got my 2 bestsellers was essentially by studying my genre and coming up with an idea that nobody else had. So that's sort of it's a good idea, but is it the first fucking thing you start out with? All right, it's number 2 on the list. But is it number 2 on the list? No. No. You don't have to research your genre. If you like fucking writing vampire novels, guess who that was from, my friend? Or if you have some other fucking thing in mind that you need to write about, bullet in the head again, then you have to research your genre that you don't know about, which you should already know about before you fucking sit down to write about it. Redundancy. Create an outline. Oh, Jesus, fuck you, Christ. I do 2 things when I write. One, I write fiction. The other, I write nonfiction. When I write fiction, I'm a pantser. Fuck it. I mean, like, if I'm not discovering a story while I'm writing it, I'm not interested in it, and I don't give a fuck. I'm never going to finish that story. Otherwise, I do what I have done before, and I have done it. I publish the fucking outline as as an experimental sort of fiction. I just publish the outline because I already know the fucking story. Why do I want to write it? Why do I care? On the other hand, if I write nonfiction, oh yeah, I create an outline. I create a detailed outline because fucking people who are going to be buying the book idea need to know what that is. So I outline that in detail. If you outline your fucking fiction while you're trying before you try and write it, I'm going to bet that fucking people are going to be bored to tears with what you come up with because you're not discovering anything as it's going along. Way different than writing nonfiction, which is here are all the fucking bullet points that I want to fill in, and then I do that. On number 4, we're only at number 4 and we're fucking 10 minutes in. Shit. Start off strong. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Most people don't. Most people have no idea what start off strong even fucking means. You want to say something that makes a difference to somebody's life and draw them into the fucking book, and you don't want to do this bullshit fucking thing that so many people do when they write fiction. Have a character waking up from their slumber and their fucking. I mean, goddamn. Do you know what that is? That is telling the reader that he's asleep. He, she is asleep. Either one. Doesn't fucking matter. Started off strong is, this guy woke up as a bedbug. Thank you, Kafka. Focus on substance. I have no idea what that fucking even means. None. Um, uh, Perhaps if you're writing about nonfiction, that means, you want to not say a bunch of bullshit in order to fucking fill a word count. That could be. You don't want to do that with fiction either, which people do with doing, all sorts of hmms and and or breaking off the conversation, or saying hello and goodbye and crap like that. So they're just stuffing the fucking manuscript with words so they can hit the word count so they get paid on Upwork. Number 6. Write reader first. Another sentence I barely understand. Reader first. If that means that you have to understand your audience, yeah. In particular, if I write fiction, I usually have myself in mind because there's nobody else that can read my shit and understand it. Um, if I write nonfiction, I write reader first, which means if I am writing to uh, a novice audience, then I have to bring the level of my writing down to the novice. I don't use jargon. I don't, just fucking amp up and do all these fucking stupid things that I hate. Like people who, write with all these abbreviations and acronyms. Oh God, that's a whole video in itself. Abbreviations and acronyms. People who use those fucking things should all be shot. Set word count goals. Yes. This is one I'm going to agree with. Hemingway did it. Stephen King does it. I'm sure tons of writers do this. Like every day I want to write, 2,500 words, 3,000 words. I knew a girl who wrote 10,000 words a day. She was a nut. But she also got published, and she excels in her very strange very strange genre of it's like lizard people and dragon shifter romance. Let a bullet in my head just for fucking saying that. So I have 3 bullets in my head, and establish a healthy routine. Always wait to drink beer until after you're fucking done working for the day, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm making this fucking video after I'm done working for the day. I've already made $200 this morning, and that's enough for me because I live in Spain where fucking poverty is rampant, and I get to live 4 blocks in the Mediterranean, and I don't give a fuck. This is enough for me. Anyway, I picked up the glass and I didn't sip, so. But establish a healthy routine. Yeah, every day. How many hours are you gonna minutes? How many minutes are you gonna fucking write a day? Write every day. Don't write every other fucking 4th day when you think, oh no, I have inspiration because I came out of the elevator and I saw a bug on the lapel of someone else who was coming into the elevator, and it just gave me this great fucking idea. No, don't ever fucking write like that. You're an idiot. Sit down, write every day. Write crap if you have to, but write something. Give yourself a goal. 2,500 words. That's good. 150 words is good if you're starting out. Fuck it. Do what you can do. I'm not here to discourage people who are like new to this. I'm here to fucking speak truth about like what the fuck real writers do and what they don't. And it has nothing to do with these amazingly simple tips. So I established a healthy routine, and I'm on number 9. Set up a productive space. Oh fuck that. If I don't have toys, and if I can't amuse myself, there is no way I'm taking a break in my mind and fucking coming up with something brilliant afterward. You have to. I'm not going to show you what I was just about to pick up because that's completely out of line. But I mean, there's things like taping together, bills that went through the laundry that shouldn't belong on camera, and you can't fucking get replaced. That's €5 that I could use for beer for after work. Well, I can't use it. Use. Oh, now here's a brilliant fucking statement that needs to be fucking slaughtered with a samurai sword. Jesus. Use writing software. Don't fucking use writing software. Just fucking dig into Microsoft Word. Oh my god, I've had better luck with fucking using Notepad, except I don't use Notepad because when the fucking computer crashes here in Spain, where the fucking lights go out all the time and then you're fucking doomed, don't do that. Use Notepad++. Great program. Fucking saves automatically all the time. You can't lose a fucking thing. And what do you need beside that? Oh, you need a program to tell you how to be creative? Well, if you need that, you should not be writing fucking at all, and you should get a job at McDonald's and try and work your way up the fucking management ladder. Keep yourself motivated. Oh, I do that all the time. I light flames underneath my own ass, but it's only to light my farts. Because that's what makes me fucking motivated. I used to have a cat. I don't have a cat anymore. My ex-wife stole it. Fuck her. Take setbacks as they come. There are no setbacks. The setbacks that you provide are those fucking things that get in your way because you have a fucking mental problem. I have mental problems, I guess. A lot of people would like to assign me some, but I don't have mental problems when it comes to fucking, oh no, I have writer's block, I can't write. No, that's bullshit. I can give you 100 fucking exercises to get yourself out of that fucking state of mind, and you can just stop doing that bullshit. But there are no. What are the setbacks? The setbacks are you're fucking financially unstable. You're financially unstable because you're a lazy shit and you didn't go out and get a real job while you were trying to become a writer. A lot of people who want to be actors end up doing what? They serve tables. They serve tables why? Because they want to become actors. Writers do the same shit. I went to school for writing while I was working in restaurants. I worked in restaurants for 12 years. While I was getting other, accolades and other positions. You do that shit. It's not a setback. It's something that you have to do in order to fucking live, you pussy. I'm already at 20 minutes. This is way too long. Don't rush the ending. I'll pretty much buy that one. Yeah. I mean, a friend of mine once said to me, he said, well, no, I thought the story ended here. And I was like, oh, fuck, he's going on. This is a really dumb move. And then he said, then you got to the ending, and I was really surprised. So, yeah, sometimes you don't want to cut yourself off fucking way too soon, and you do want to explore more. Um, the only harm that can come of that is that you fucking tag on shit that you don't need, and you're a dim-witted, non-fuck, dumb, fuck, idiot ex-writer who doesn't take the time to fucking edit their own work and realize when to kill their babies. Kill their babies. This is something the teachers taught me. They said sometimes you have to kill your babies, and it's been said many times by many famous writers in many different ways. You sometimes have to strike out the shit that you really love because it doesn't fucking fit what you're trying to write. We're still at 20 minutes. I went through that one pretty quickly. Good. Get tons of feedback. Yes. Um, but who are you getting it from? If you get feedback from dimwits, or you get feedback from your mom, if I have to explain that one, I'm just not fucking bothering. Sorry. It, it, Feedback from your family is like, going to a baseball game and striking out 3 times and getting an ice cream cone. If you didn't follow that one, it just came off the top of my head like everything else that comes out of my fucking blurting mind and vomit. And if you don't get that, you're not going anywhere because you have no creative sense, and you're just a jack shit fucking hack turd. I know I'm trying to cut out the using the fuck word so many times, but you work in a restaurant for 12 years, and fuck is just like the word you have to put in every sentence, like a comma or the letter O. That was a joke. I'm sure like most of you didn't fucking get that one. Um, get tons of feedback. Yes, get it from a real professional. Someone like me, who's read fucking 8,000 books or whatever the fucking number of books I've read, and I do professionally development editing, changing things, not changing things, helping authors understand what the fuck it is that they're really saying so they can say it better. That's what a development editor does. It's not what other fucking people tell you they do, which is like take your book and change it. No. I'm not taking your book and changing it as development editor. I am giving you ideas so that you can see where the value is in your own work. And that's fucking far more important. I'm already up to 23 minutes and I feel like an idiot. Although this is going to be... Do you notice how I don't edit anything? I love all these people who have all these fucking, edits come in. Like they have to fucking change their mind in between one take and another. I don't fucking care. What are you going to criticize? You're going to criticize that I'm holding up a beer? No, I don't plan. I'm not going to plan it out. If I fucking write it down, it's just going to be like lecturing to a class, which is a bunch of bullshit. I taught classes. I taught in 3, 4 different universities, and there's some merit to taking notes, like 3 of them, to make sure I'm going to hit on this and this and this point. But if when I first started, I wrote out fucking entire sheets of shit that I found, just like writing fiction, I could never follow. The structure of the story changes as you go along. In a live classroom, it's the same fucking thing. If you are losing the entire class by what you're saying, what the fuck are you bothering for? The only thing I wish I had right now is a room of people that I could look at and look at their faces and go like, okay, they're getting pretty bored by this fucking thing. Let me get on to the next one, which is number 15. Publish your book. They put number 15 on there like there's just no question about the fact that you can publish your book. I have about an hour that I can do on this one. I got very lucky on the first publishing of my first book, which is ridiculous, and I don't even want to get into it. But then I published 8 more, which were less ridiculous and required more effort. Uh, you can't just, well, you can. You can nowadays. You can just publish your book. Fucking self-publishing has become a thing, and any imbecile with a, you know, a dial-up connection can fucking can just, you know, upload their book to someplace and, you know, try and make some sort of advertisement for where it is and have other idiots download it, assuming that the fucking title, which is The Amazing Simpletons of Simpleware, will download that fucking book and become just fucking amazing. Amazing authors, and they'll sell thousands and thousands of copies of their free book that they put up for a download that they don't get any money for. How many people does that include? Oh, a lot. Publish your book. Publishing your book is usually the one thing that traditional publishing does provide is that your fucking submission is vetted. You actually have to go through a process where more than one person looks at your book and says, huh, I sort of like that. When it goes to a publishing house, what actually happens, well, in bigger publishing houses and smaller ones, like I worked in myself, um, it was not like this. But you send in a proposal, the proposal gets reviewed. There's a meeting then of people who are in power within that fucking group, say Macmillan. And you have people in there from marketing, people in there from whatever other departments, and they sit around and they talk about it and go like, is this really what we want, because we have to invest in it. And then the acquisitions editor needs to make a decision as to whether or not it's fucking worth their time and money they get paid for their successful submissions. Essentially, they get bonuses or royalties from successful submissions. Depends on the publishing house. But number 15, publish your book. That's not advice. Publishing your book is not just fucking uploading it to some fucked up, stupid website that says, oh, we're gonna have 5 million people read your book for fucking free. That's publishing your book. What life is not is that simple. If you want to make fucking money from what you're doing, you do have to do some of the things on the list. Like I said, you, you have to have a good idea. Fine. You have to know something about your genre. Fine. Sometimes you have to create an outline. You have to have at least a story structure. You have to have something going on there where the fucking thing makes sense in some way, even if it's experimental. Start off strong. You do want to grab people's attention. Fine, yes. Focus on substance. I still don't know what that means, but if that means that you're not going to write shit while you're going forward, yes, I agree with that. Write reader first. You have to know who your audience is. Set word count goals. Fucking, if you are not writing all the time and you think you're becoming a writer, you're an idiot. Establish a healthy routine. A healthy routine is not drinking before you write, usually. Sometimes it helps, but don't fucking make that a plan. Set up productive space. If you need things to amuse yourself while you're doing shit like a video like this, it doesn't make any sense, then fucking give yourself toys. You need to occupy your hands for a little bit while your mind's running. Sometimes I find that fucking walking away from the computer and taking a shower is the best way to solve a problem. Well, that's not really necessarily a routine. It's just something I do. It's how I know that I work and how I know my mind works. You have to learn that about yourself, and it takes a while. Set up productive. We just did that. Use writing software. No, fuck that. Use Microsoft Word and just fuck all that bullshit. If you need a different way to organize your ideas, you'll have to look into it. I built myself my own software to do that. Built myself because I had particular needs, and I use it myself. It's no good for anyone else. Keep yourself motivated. Light your farts. Take setbacks as they come. Fucking still wondering what the hell that is. People are gonna like want to blame, oh no, there's an outside force telling me that I can't write and I'm a fucking pussy. No, learn ways to get out of fucking what people call writer's block, which I don't believe exists. You fucking, if you gotta write in a notebook for fucking 3 hours to like get your fucking mind clear, do that. If you need to take a shower, do that. You need to go to a walk, go do that. Do something fucking positive and don't like sit there going, oh no, the world is fucking crashing in around me and it's going to ruin my life. Just fuck off, you pricks. I'm sick of fucking hearing about writer's block. It's just a fucking fictional thing that, people use as, oh, look at my bleeding heart. Fuck you. You're an idiot. Don't rush the ending. Yeah, don't. Sometimes the ending comes like it's supposed to, and sometimes you look at it and go like, nah, no, that's a shitty ending. Fuck, I gotta do something better than this, because like, it's like watching a bad movie, like when you get to the end of a movie and you go like, oh no, it's Disney. Get tons of feedback. Yes, not from your mom. Uh, Generally, professional readers are good. Generally, I'm saying generally, meaning that like if you find a professional reader rather than people who tell you that they're professional readers, fuck all of them. I've seen their feedback, but sometimes it amounts to a sentence, and they're a bunch of pieces of shit that just like fucking want to extract the money from you, like they would extract the blood from your neck if they were Dracula. Fuck them all. They don't know what they're doing. Come to somebody like me who does, and put your troubles aside. I don't actually cost more than them, which is sort of funny. I do this because I actually like it. Publish your book. Shoot yourself in the head. Draw any other kind of fantasy you fucking want to. That is some of the biggest bullshit that I've ever seen in a fucking sentence. In publish your book. It's only 3 words, but it fucking says absolutely ridiculous shit. You don't just fucking publish your book. I can give you 100 reasons why not to. In fact, I had a potential publishing contract with a huge publisher, and they sent me the contract and I turned it down. It was one of the biggest contracts in the industry, and I turned it down over one clause that they refused to change. And the reason was, I could have written the whole fucking book and they could have rejected it after 6 months, and having 6 different or 10 different writers writing the same project. And I noticed the clause and I said, this clause says that if you have 10 other writers writing the same book and you decide to go with one of them, you can reject the other 9 and then have them send back the advance. Read your fucking contracts. If you can't do it yourself, get a lawyer to do it. I can do it myself. I can do it for you. But fucking just publish your book. Publish your book. What does that mean? You don't just drop it out on a fucking, like, oh, here's a wet frog and it's sort of dead a little bit, and then drop it on a piece of slate and go, oh, well, somebody's going to worry about the frog later. I'm not going to give a fuck about the frog. Anyway, so there's your fucking amazingly simple steps that I probably took way too long to go over, because I'm at fucking 34 minutes and nobody's going to watch this video from beginning to end, and I have no doubt of that. But I'm trying to be fucking helpful to you, and I hit the end of my writing day. I've achieved my goals. Have you? Have you achieved your goals? Do you have fucking goals to achieve? Do you know what you're trying to do? If you don't look at these fucking amateurs who are publishing these super stupid, fucking amazingly simple steps to becoming a fucking published author when they have no idea what they're talking about. You can look up their names, you can find that they have never published anything in their entire lives, and then you can look up mine and find out that I have. I'm sick of these fucking people. I'm sick of fucking influencers. I'm sick of this fucking wasted time they put everybody else's lives through, and I'm not going to stand for it. I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. That's a famous line from some fucking famous movie, I'm sure. I've heard it before. Anyway, there we have it at fucking 36 minutes, which is a nice round number, and I'm going to stop the motherfucker there. If you've got any questions, please post them down below. I will try and answer you. Maybe shitty,